everybody, it's now time for Des and Jeff Watch Stuff, where we talk about TV shows and stuff. What?
You're so dramatic.
I am dramatic. We didn't really watch any dramas, though, but we did watch some stuff. So we're going to talk about the things that we watched. Nothing super new, I don't think. We went back into the Disney library recently with our daughter, which was really nice, to watch movies we've missed along the way as she was growing up, I think, right?
Yeah, they're the ones that she, I guess, was too old for when they came out, but now she wants to watch them all with us because she's almost 18, so we'll take it.
So, first one we watched was what? You don't remember?
The first one we watched?
Well, the first one we watched, like, in the last week, because you guys watched a couple Disney movies. I watched one. No, we watched two. We watched Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
What did we watch before that? Did we watch one before that? Well, let's just talk about Lilo and Stitch. I loved it. I've never seen that movie before, and I loved it. I can't believe it flew under my radar, because it's an older movie. Mm-hmm. It's traditional animation, which I thought was great, because I love that, because I'm a big animation fan. And it was different, actually, than I expected, and it was good. I liked it. That's all I gotta say about Lilo and Stitch. It was really good.
Not your typical Disney movie.
Right. Although the parents were dead in the beginning, right? Yeah, of course they were dead. Of course, yeah. So that's that. We watched that one.
Yeah.
And you guys, when I decided not to hang out with you last night, did another Disney movie or two, right?
Yeah, we did two. Well, no, we did one Disney movie and then we did another movie. We did Moana.
Did you like Moana?
I really did.
Okay.
I really liked it, not just because The Rock is in it.
Oh, really? I didn't even know he was. But it's an animated version of The Rock?
Yes.
That's even weirder.
It is.
Okay.
But it was really good. And then we watched Madagascar.
Now, you didn't like that as much.
No.
I did. I saw that when it was new. Like, I saw that a long time ago, and I liked it. Now, you say it was pretty slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with that one at all.
But, I haven't seen it, since it was new, like I said. So if I would watch it again, I'd probably be like, yeah, okay, I see where the flaws are here.
Yeah.
But, so that movie, though, is, okay, let's go back to Moana first, because you explain what that's about, because I don't even know.
Okay, so they're on like a South Pacific island.
Okay.
It's a made-up one, but it's supposed to be like...
Where The Rock lives.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't live there.
Sure he does.
And the volcanoes are killing everything on the islands.
Are the parents dead? Are the parents dead
no,
now? Oh, okay, good.
The parents do not die. The grandmother dies. And of course, she's the one who understands the kid. But it's because of this legend, and it's basically telling you not to mess with the environment and that kind of thing.
Right.
But she has to save her island and her people. And The Rock gets in her way. So.
Oh, he's the villain?
He's not the villain. He's just kind of starts out as the villain. Okay. You'd have to watch it. I don't know.
I'm getting a little bit of the gist here, but I guess we'll just move on. Anyone that's seen Moana has seen it, and anyone that hasn't probably won't. Because it's a little bit older. Yeah, it's a little bit older movie, right?
Yeah, it's a couple years, I guess.
Yeah. And Madagascar, thumbs down for that one.
Yeah, thumbs down for that one.
Aren't the penguins cool in that one, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do kind of want to watch Penguins of Madagascar.
There's a spin-off,
That's just about them.
That's about them,
because they're not in it a lot in Madagascar, but they are the reason everything happens.
So they're like the Boba Fett of Madagascar.
They're the reason that everything happens, but they're not the center of the movie. So I have to watch.
You may want to leave it like that. But okay, you can check it out. It'd be made, like I said, it may be like Boba Fett. Too much of Boba Fett was not good. When he was just this like mysterious guy, just a little bit in Star Wars, like that was cooler. But when they did a whole TV show about Boba Fett, it wasn't as good. But I also chalked it up to writing. Anyway, we're not going to talk about Star Wars. We're going to talk about Doraleous and Associates, which I absolutely love. This is something, it's probably close to 15 years old now. It was a animated web series that our cousins, the Arlotto family, introduced us to Adam and Danton. Both love this, and I watched them. There's like maybe 30 episodes or so. We've been watching it on and off for a while, but they put together like a 5.5 hour supercut of all the episodes and threw it up on their YouTube page. I think it's either Hank and Jed Films or Neebs Gaming. They have a couple different YouTube channels, but it is hilarious, and it's a spoof on like the fantasy genre. Doraleous puts together this band of like mercenaries for hire, basically, but he's kind of inept. And there's a perverted wizard who keeps on blowing up cats. Their archer becomes a broom salesman, and they just go around the kingdom righting the wrongs. And it's hilarious. I absolutely love it. And I revisited it a couple weeks ago. I didn't get through the whole 5.5 hours. I've been watching it like, a half hour, a couple episodes. Each episode's maybe like 10 minutes long, if that. So I've been watching them, kind of in big chunks, and I'm almost through it again. It's great. Anyone who hasn't seen it really needs to watch it. If you like funny animation, and the animation's kind of crude, kind of simple, but that's part of the charm. Oh, and I almost forgot. One of the characters is named Sir Walken. And he talks like Christopher Walken, and it's hilarious. And he just kind of comes in and out of the show like he's not like the main character, which makes it even funnier. And they never really talk about why he talks like Christopher Walken. They just refer to him as Sir Walken, and he goes, "Oh, Doraleous," a lot, like he does the Christopher Walken thing. It's great. So that's what I've been watching, along with the Disney movies that we watched. And what else? What else am I missing?
What else have you been watching?
I don't know. What else have you been watching?
I watched Ghosts.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You want to talk about that show?
Ghosts, yeah.
Tell me about that show. Tell everyone about that show. It was based on a British
on a British
comedy,
show called Ghosts. It's
Yeah.
basically the same thing, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
So this couple inherits this really old mansion, and people over the years have died either on the property or in the mansion, and they are still there. And the wife falls down, hits her head, and all of a sudden she can see them. It's a ghost.
But her husband can't, right?
No.
Okay,
And
so
it's a comedy.
Well, there's where the hilarity ensues, right?
Exactly.
And these are ghosts from like all different ages.
Oh yeah.
Like all different time periods.
Yes, there's a Native American. There's
some kind of pompous British dude or something.
Yes, there's there's some soldiers from the Revolutionary War, and then there's right up to the 90s frat boy who is really obnoxious and crude. And
didn't some guy die with no pants on?
that's him.
So I've only seen bits and pieces of this show, but you've been watching it. You've been binging it for a while.
Yeah.
I do have to check it out. Do you recommend it to people?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, good. So that's a good recommendation from you. Now, let's talk about upcoming things. There's a new Ghostbusters movie coming out like next week.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah, next week. So I watched the trailer. I got positive vibes from the trailer. I don't know. We'll see, because it's it's the new cast and the old cast is returning, which is nice. Anything is better than the 2016 female-only Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah, I don't think anybody
forget
would
about that.
disagree
Let's
with
just forget
that,
about that.
We'll just
And
skip
it's
that
not
one.
because there were women.
No.
It was just because the writing was just
dumb.
junk. Yeah. So, but this is like a direct sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I want to be positive, but I'm a little, I don't know. We'll see. I want to be positive about it. And there's another show, April 12th, I believe? April 11th. The Fallout TV show.
Yeah.
We've watched everything about it so far. The trailers. Again, I want to be optimistic about this. I want them to really do it right. The look is perfect, I think. I mean, they're really doing people who don't know, we're big video game fans of Fallout, the Fallout series. I've been a fan since the 90s, since the original Fallout. I got her involved when she was just, she had some major surgery, so she had nothing to do for a while. And she was almost bedridden, really, for a while. So I was like, here, play Fallout New Vegas. Here's a controller. Here you go. And next thing you know, she's hooked. And we get married and go off to Vegas to do Fallout tours every year. Yeah. Anyway, the look is... They took the look from Fallout 4, which is a slightly different look than they had in Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, and so on. But so the look is like right there. They pretty much nailed it. I like what it looks like. It's happening on the West Coast. There's a lot of Fallout experts that are saying like, well, there's no way it's going to line up with the lore. They're going to ruin it. And some are saying, well, this is going to be great. Who knows? I know Walton Goggins, great actor, is one of the leads. I love this dude. And he's one of the lead characters, so at least got him in it. I don't know. I want to be optimistic. I want to be positive about it. All the episodes are dropping on April 11th. We have nothing to do April 11th and 12th, so I think that's what we're going to do. And so we'll probably have a full report after that. But so, what do you think? What you saw so far of that show, as far as the trailers and stuff like that? What do you think?
From my perspective of it, I think they've paid so much attention because they didn't want to get it wrong that I think it should be pretty good.
Okay.
Because they realize how many people are so into it and so serious about it and know where everything kind of
lines up.
Yeah. That if they mess this up, it would be disastrous. And they've made that mistake with the games already.
Right, yeah. Fallout 76. But it would be disastrous for the IP. Overall, and I know they're looking at and taking lessons from The Last of Us, which was probably the best video game to TV series adaptation ever. That was unbelievably fantastic. Now, the game was good too.
Yeah,
the game was really good.
I hadn't played the game, but I watched the show. That was one that could stand on its own.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't need any knowledge from that game.
It was just a good show.
Now, and that show did follow a lot of the major plot points of the game. They treated it very, very seriously, like it should be. Like, video games are an art form all in itself. It's just another storytelling medium, just as legitimate as movies, TV shows, books, whatever. Right. But there are some shows that the showrunners are like, you know what? This is a game, so we're just going to do our own thing. And it ends up being a disaster for fans of the game. Aren't going to like the show if you don't do certain things that they're expecting. And people who don't know of the game aren't going to be interested in the show because they're like, what the hell is this? I don't know what this is.
And they'll never be interested in the game if the show sucks.
Right. So I hope they do well. I'm hoping at least we get a good story. I'm not a big... Little things about like the established lore and timelines of anything, any kind of franchise, like Star Wars, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, whatever, all these sci-fi stuff that has these deep lore and this deep background. You mess around with it a little bit. I don't care as long as the story's fine. As long as the story's good, makes sense.
As long as it makes sense.
If they
mess with things and it doesn't make sense, then that was just...
Yeah, and it also has to keep what makes Fallout special. Right. And you can't really go too much to the left or the right with this. And please, no politics in this damn show.
No, that would be a really bad idea.
The show has this like alternative history kind of background anyway. So you want to do politics on that, fine. Because the show it's not our future. Right. It is a alternative future that kind of branched off from our real future in like the 1950s. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's, if you see the show or play the games, you understand exactly what we're saying. It's different. But it's like how the 1950s movies and pop culture saw the future. With the nuclear powered cars and stuff, and just things like that. These like the architecture's real retro futuristic kind of stuff. Yeah. So that's it. That's what's coming up in April. We're definitely going to do a Des and Jeff Watch Stuff episode just on that because that's the thing we love. So hopefully they don't destroy the thing we love.
Oh, if they do, you're going to hear about it. I'm not holding back on that one.
Yeah, I totally understand. So I guess, is that it? Do we want to mention anything else? Have we got anything else to talk about?
No, I'm watching another show currently, but we'll talk about that one next time.
Okay, you want to wait.
I'm only a couple episodes in, but
right.
It is The Family Stallone.
Oh. But you're not gonna give your review on that yet. Okay. I haven't watched
episodes in. I really want to watch it. I think there's 2 seasons, and I'm not there yet, so I'll have to catch up on that. And, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Doesn't Jeff watch stuff? There you go. There's some stuff to watch. Yeah. See you next time.